Hey YouTube, it's your beekeeper here. 1988 Yamaha TerraPro. This is the fan belt. The fan belt part number, the Yamaha part number is 8H8-12612-00-00. That's the fan belt. It's like 39 bucks on the internet, plus shipping and applicable sales tax. Well, I'm cheap, so you know what I found out the equivalent is? This is 10 millimeters thick by 685 millimeters long outside diameter. Closest thing I could find that'll work is this Dayton belt. A Dayton belt 3L as in Lima, 270 T as in Tom. And Grainger had these for $6.44. So let me put this thing on, let's make sure it fits. And if you own one of these machines and you want to replace your fan belt, that's what you can go with. There's your alternative. Oops, I bought a spare to hang on the shelf because the property I use this in is pretty remote, and I don't want to get, I don't want to break down with a broken fan belt and be out of service. So there it is. We've got pretty good deflection. There's your good substitute. 3L 270T for the Yamaha TerraPro cooling fan, $6.44 at Grainger versus almost $40 plus shipping and tax. Let's see if this thing runs. Oh, turn the key on. Okay, I went to make the belt video short and sweet. Get in, get out. If that's all you're looking for, click off and go, and that's cool. But I took everything apart again because that's just the kind of guy that I am. And this rig has been sitting a long time, more than a decade, untouched out in the weather at 5,000 feet elevation above sea level, getting snowed on and rained on. And it's got things that just need general maintenance. And I'm trying to do that before I bring this back up to the ranch property and have issues down the line. The bearings here for the fan are just noisy. There's no play. I don't feel any play in them, so they're not worn out, they're just dry. So I figure I'd take it apart. I need two hands to push that all the way through. And lubricate them. If I point the camera in the right direction. Is this your first video, buddy? These are sealed. Anyway, I'm going to sit you guys down for a minute. I just wanted to show you what I'm doing because a lot of people are, or at least maybe 3 people are interested in what I do. But it came off pretty easy. 10 mil bolts. There are 2 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 mil bolts. No, wait, 4, 5, 7. Oh, good grief, I can count. Anyway, I'm going to oil these things up, put some fluid film or something in there, and put it back together. Maybe it'll make them a little quieter. Alright, so what I did was, I didn't get any video of it because it's nighttime and videos don't shoot well in the dark where I was working over there. But you've got a 10 millimeter 6-sided cut here on the end of this shaft, which is nice. You can hold it with a socket. You've got a standard nut, a lock nut, a flat, a lock washer, flat washer. This is not a nut on the inside, although it's 6-sided. It just slides onto the fan shaft and it's keyed. And then you've got this outside pulley, 2 spacers, the inside pulley, and a spacer with the square Woodruff key. So what I did was I took all this apart. I took this housing off. I don't know that I got video of that. I probably didn't, but there's the 4 10 millimeter screws, or bolts, excuse me, 2 10 millimeter, 4. So I don't think I showed you with this off. I don't think so, but there's 4 10 millimeter bolts. There are 2 Phillips head P2 screws, and on the back side here about here, and down here there are 10mm short 10mm bolts. This housing comes off. Once you pull this pulley off, this shaft just slides right through. You have 2 sealed washers, but I still drove penetrating oil in there and worked it, got a lot of dirt out of these bearings, just years probably of dust and crud and stuff. And then I shot fluid film in to the seams and worked it in there, and I watched it work in there because I put the hose of the fluid film in there and squirt it in, you know, give it a good pressurize it, and there was dark schmutz coming out of the back. So I did that until I got no more dark schmutz, made it work. It's quieter, but it's still, there's still some noise because this is all aluminum, and I think this is acoustic. But now watch this spin down though compared to before. Not bad. And like I said before, there's no end play. These bearings are tight and they spin quite well. So that's just preventative maintenance stuff that I don't want to have fall apart when I'm out in the middle of the mountains, which is why I bought an extra belt. I bought an extra fan belt. I'm going to keep the old fan belt. I've got them in there for now so I don't forget them when I take this up to the ranch. But I'll keep the factory belt. I keep the brand new belt. Glorious. Let's put it back together and let's hear it run. Okay, I'm going to fire it up and let's see if there's different sound. I wonder, I realize I left the key on, idiot. Boy, I'm getting that itching in my palms that I want to tear this thing completely down and do a full rebuild on it. So I need to stop. I like fixing little stuff like that. That's just preventative maintenance that just prolongs the life of your equipment. But I don't have time. Not right now. Listen, appreciate you guys watching this far through. Gotta go, gotta run. See you.